Oh, give the guy a medal for being a huevon, dearest huevon. Oh, give the guy a medal for being a dear huevon who rescued our hearts to rescue the boys. They call them their sons. They're stuck in the cave below. And listen to what he says. Give the guy a medal for being a hero.
Que está destinado a que salgan los gases calientes y contaminados de la mina.
He's saying how there was the vent hole, and they tried to go through that vent hole. But he said, first you go down there to rescue with the guy who more notices, who's the most knowledgeable of the mine. And that was that person. Not him, not that rescue, but the one he just mentioned, Rivero or something like that. Pablo, some kind of name, Pablo. There's a crack. There's some stuff hanging down. And the hole's clogged up, and I can't see anything ahead of me. Okay, here's where the drama starts. This could have been a catastrophe of heroes saving people and dying.
Pablo me grita por la radio, me dice, sácame, weón, esta cagada se fue la cresta.
Sácame, huevón, este cagá se fue la cresta. You know the way he says that? This is a huevón knowing how to say.
Al máximo de velocidad, porque se estaba produciendo el rumbo a los pies.
So he said, get me out of there fast. So at maximum velocity, they lifted the guy up, but the collapse takes the cords and pulls everybody down. His second guy, his right-hand arm, looks at him as this is happening. He said, you know what? If we're going to die, all of us are going to die. You know? In this rescue attempt. So Pablo, the expert in the mine, not the rescue expert, but started coming up. They grab him by the shoulder, by the harness, and he took his bottom belt, lifted him up real quick. And if Daniel Palma and the other rescuer didn't have the speed and the certitude to take the knife out and cut the rope at that time, everyone would have been dead. In terms of the rescuers. The chimney, or the vent, fractured completely. And so that hole, that vent hole, does not exist. It has been completely closed off, and they could not get to their people, the 33 below. He said, there's got to be a way, but at this, from this vantage point, from this access point, there's no more possibilities. They were totally frustrated because this mountain had blocked off their opportunity to save the people, the 33 miners. He was, you know, preoccupied and concerned about his people. So he's talking about how that collapse had happened, telling the people, getting emotional. We're here with all the technical people and other methods, technical methods, to try to resolve this thing. going to keep you informed in all regards. But look what this had caused.
Sale el ministro de Minería, que siempre ha sido la voz cantante de todo esto, y se pone a llorar. Fue impactante porque es difícil ver una autoridad.
So he sees this authority figure, you know, getting emotional, and he doesn't, he comes just short of the words of saying, you know, this is over. You know, but this guy's saying, the people were saying, you know, you guys who are telling us this information, you can't break down. You know, we need you to support us. Don't let us down. You know, basically, you think that everybody's dead down there. But obviously, somebody interrupts here. Look, please, Mr. Senator, you know, don't check it out, you guys. Because what your reaction, your weakness, provoked a reaction that everybody gets scared. And we need you to be stronger. See, they want you to have hope. And he responds and says, you know, the reality is that the probabilities are low. And you got to have hope, but be realistic. You know, it's like if you said, hey, friend, you know, they're all dead. You know, then that next Saturday they closed that vent hole, that chimney. That was the only possibility. You know, and they even made a little memorial for the guys. You know, saying, you know, their helmets and a flag and basically a tombstone. And the people are asking now, why are the people leaving? And the people start getting furious. You know, saying, where are you going? You know, we at least need an explanation. You know, what's going on here? You know, they just leave two, you know, security people there. You know. He was saying that, you know, to move forward in this minute, in the way that things are, would be a suicide. And that's what, you know, people who are miners as well as professionals in rescue. Understand, it's not that we don't want to go in there, it's that you just can't go in there. Well, he said very happily, they listened. So the senator, at that time, now starts to realize how difficult this is. And at that time, we need a greater solution. So we're going to keep moving forward. So there's no other option than to make a perforation deep into the mountain, you know, to dig deep inside with some kind of way to reach down. They call it a sondaje, a hole, you know, a freaking way to poke at it. So the big machinery started coming in just the night after that, and they're moving forward to have some hope. They're trying to find the little refuge area by poking holes into the mountain. These people were very impressive. They didn't want to stop getting off the machinery 24 hours straight, 24/7. Just keep working, keep working. They didn't want to take their hands off the machines.